Hello, how are you? So today we are going to talk about most mistakes that non-native speakers make. And so I will try to give you examples to avoid those mistakes in your studies of English language. So let's see the first mistake. My brother, is in London. So, my brother, is in London. So, where is the mistake here? And what shall be the correction of this sentence? So, the mistake, double subject. So, there is a double subject here in the sentence, and the correction is my brother is in London. We shall not say my brother is in London. So my brother is in London, because we can also as well say he is in London if we have previously spoken about him in the conversation, or if someone asks a question. For example, where is your brother? He's in London. Mistake number 2. Goodbye. Now I go to work. Goodbye. Now I go to work. The mistake is the use of the present simple instead of the present continuous. So the correction is now I am going to work. So why? Why we shall use the present continuous? Because the present continuous is used for an action in progress at the moment of speaking. So now I am going to work is the correct sentence. Mistake number 3. You live here? So when you are asking someone, you live here? The mistake, the omission of the auxiliary verb in the question. And the correction is, do you live here? So we should use the auxiliary verb do. Do you live here? So the use of do in the question in the present tense for subject I, you, we, they, and the use of does for he, she, it for subject in third person singular. So the mistake number 4. So she speak English. She speak English. So the mistake here, the omission of s on the verb in third person singular. And the correction is she speaks English. She speaks English. Remember the importance of s on the verb in third person singular in the affirmative. This is one of the most common errors English language learners make. Mistake number 5. He don't want to come. He don't want to come. The mistake, the use of don't instead of doesn't, which is required in the negative in third person singular. And so the correction, he doesn't or does not want to come. So we don't use don't with he, but we use doesn't. So he doesn't want to come. Mistake number 6. I can to play the piano. I can to play the piano. So the mistake is here the use of to after can. And the correction, I can play the piano. I can play the piano. So, after all modal auxiliary verbs, and can is one of them, we use the base form of the verb without to. Like we have just said, I can play, not I can to play, without to. So, mistake number 7. We know can go. We know can go. So, the mistake, wrong use of negative. So, the correct sentence shall be, we can't go. We can't go, or we cannot go. Mistake number 8. You must to arrive early tomorrow. You must to arrive early tomorrow. So the mistake, the use of to after must, and the correction, you must arrive early tomorrow. Why? Because must is also one of the modal auxiliary verbs, so the base form of the verb is required without the to. Mistake number 9. I'm cooking. My brother will come for lunch. I'm cooking. My brother will come for lunch. The mistake here, the wrong future tense. The wrong future tense. The correction, my brother is coming. So here, is coming is a present continuous in the sense of future. My brother is coming. The fact that you are cooking lunch for your brother means that you already know he is coming. So you already have an idea that your brother is coming. So the use of the present continuous for something already arranged in the future. And remember, the present continuous is formed by using the subject, like we have just said, my brother, plus the verb to be is, plus the gerund form of the main verb coming, ing at the end. Mistake number 10. We go to see every Sunday. We go to see every Sunday. We go to see every Sunday. The mistake here, the omission of the definite article the before the noun see. So the correction, we go to the sea every Sunday. So without the definite article the listener would think the speaker said we go to see, we go to see, we go to see. What? So as in see with one's eyes. So we prefer here to use the definite article the. We go to the sea every Sunday. Mistake number 11. He is a person very kind. He is a person very kind. So the mistake, the adjective and the noun are in the wrong position. Remember, adjectives come before the noun in English. In some languages, they come after. So the correction here, he is a very kind person. So very modifies kind and adds intensity to adjectives. Mistake number 12. When I finish my homework in an hour or so, I go out. When I finish my homework in an hour or so, I go out. The mistake, the omission of future on the second clause. So the correction, when I finish my homework in an hour or so, I will go out. So we shall not use the simple present. So we use the simple future. I will go out. Mistake number 13. So I'll read the book yesterday. I will bring you next Friday. I read the book yesterday. I will bring you next Friday. So the mistake here, the omission of the object after the verb bring. So the correct sentence shall be, I read the book, I will bring it to you. I will bring you it next Friday. I will bring you it next Friday. So the object pronoun it replaces the noun book. So we shall not repeat it. And so we use the object pronoun it, which will replace the noun book. So the mistake number 14. Is possible to change our lesson from Monday to Tuesday? It's possible to change our lesson from Monday to Tuesday. The mistake, the omission of the subject. And the correct sentence shall be, is it possible to change our lesson? Or more natural English would be, can we change our lesson? So you can without use, is it possible to change our lesson? Or you can say, can we change our lesson? So the subject it is required. So it refers to the possibility. Mistake number 15. I heard the audiobook you lent me. I heard the audiobook you lent me. So here the mistake, the use of the wrong verb. And the correct sentence is, I listened to the audiobook you lent me. I listened to the audiobook you lent me. Listen is something you do intentionally. Hear is an intentional. You can hear without listening. So that is the difference between the two verbs, listen and hear. Mistake number 16. I have the breakfast early in the morning. I have the breakfast early in the morning. The mistake here is the use of the when it is not needed. So there is no need to use the. So the correct sentence is, I have breakfast early in the morning. I have breakfast early in the morning. So the mistake number 17. I watched a film at the cinema yesterday. I watched a film at the cinema yesterday. The mistake, the use of the wrong verb. So the correct sentence is, I saw a film at the cinema. I saw a film at the cinema. You watch a film on TV or on the computer or on your PC, but at the cinema you see a film. So there is a difference here. Mistake number 18. Sorry for the late. Sorry for the late. Mistake here. Late is not a noun. Late is not a noun. So the correct sentence is, sorry, I'm late. To be plus late. Mistake number 19. Can we see tomorrow for lunch? Can we see tomorrow for lunch? The mistake here, the wrong use of the verb. The wrong use of the verb. So the correct sentence shall be, Can we meet tomorrow for lunch? Can we meet tomorrow for lunch? Mistake number 20. Next Saturday, I do a party. Next Saturday, I do a party. The mistake is two mistakes in one. Wrong use of the verb and wrong use of the tense. Wrong use of the verb and wrong use of the tense. So the correct sentence is next Saturday I'm having a party. Next Saturday I'm having a party. Remember that if something is already organized, the use of the present continuous for the future is needed. Remember to use a future time expression such as tomorrow. Mistake number 21. If the situation will change, I will phone you. If the situation will change, I will phone you. The mistake, double future, double use of the future. So the correct sentence, if the situation changes, I will phone you. If the situation changes, I will phone you. First conditional, the use of the present simple after if clause and the future on the result of the condition clause. Affirmative, for example, if I see John, I will tell him to phone you. Negative, if I don't see John, I won't tell him to phone you. Interrogative, if I see John, will I tell him to phone you? So that is the first conditional. So note, when forming the interrogative, remember to invert the auxiliary verb will with the subject. Mistake number 22. I would like finding a job. I would like finding a job. The mistake here, the use of the infinitive after would like and not the gerund. So the correct sentence is I would like to find, not finding. I would like to find a job. Mistake number 23. We arrived to London yesterday. We stay here for a week. We arrived to London yesterday. We stay here for a week. Mistake, wrong preposition in the first sentence and wrong tense on the second sentence. So the correct sentence, we arrived in London yesterday. We are staying for a week. We arrived in London yesterday. We are staying for a week. You arrive in a place such as a country, a city, or a town. The use of the present continuous for something that is ongoing. Staying for a week is an action in progress. Mistake number 24. I want, we go no. I want, we go no. So the mistake here, the use of the subject after the verb instead of the object pronoun. And the use of the base form of the verb without the to. And the correct sentence is I want us to go now. I want us to go now. Always use an object pronoun after the verb. Never use a subject. Subject come before the verb and not after. Uh, Mistake number 25. Thanks for to help me. Thanks for to help me. The mistake, after prepositions, use the gerund. And the correct sentence shall be thanks for helping me. Not to help me. Thanks for helping me. Mistake number 26. Do you like wine? Yes, I like. Mistake here is the use of the verb instead of the auxiliary verb when answering a short question that begins with an auxiliary verb. And the correct sentence, do you like wine? Yes, I do. Or you may answer, no, I don't. So, do you like wine? Yes, I do. We don't say, yes, I like. So, do not repeat the verb when answering a short question. That is a question which begins with an auxiliary verb as opposed to a question word, interrogative pronoun. Mistake number 27. Mom bought new shoes. She likes it a lot. Mom bought new shoes. She likes it a lot. The mistake, shoes is plural. So the use of plural object pronoun is needed. So the correct sentence is Mom bought new shoes. She likes them. She likes them a lot. The object pronoun them replaces the plural noun shoes and is used to avoid repetition of the noun. Mistake number 28. There was an accident on the main road today, and it was really impressive to see a man being thrown off his motorcycle. So, try to focus carefully on this sentence. So, the mistake here, wrong adjective, impressive. In English, impressive doesn't have the same use as it does in many Latin-derived languages. It does not mean it shocked you in any way. Rather, it means that it created a feeling of admiration or inspiration in you. So, the correct sentence, there was an accident on the main road today and it was really horrific or horrifying or shocking to see a man being thrown off his motorcycle. So those are the suitable adjectives to use instead of impressive. Mistake number 29. It is 3 weeks that I don't see John. It is 3 weeks that I don't see John. The mistake, the wrong use of the tense. And the correct sentence is I haven't, the present perfect, I haven't seen John for 3 weeks. English does not use the present simple to refer to any time before now. So the present perfect have plus past participle plus for or since when expressing past to present. Mistake number 30. My grandfather grows up tomatoes. My grandfather grows up tomatoes. The mistake, grow up. So, can only be used for people. So it has nothing to do with vegetables. So, children grow up to become adults. The correct sentence is my grandfather grows tomatoes. Mistake number 31. I bought a new jeans today. I bought new jeans today. The mistake is the noun jeans is a plural noun, so it cannot be used with the indefinite article a. The correct sentence, I bought new jeans today, or I bought a new pair of jeans today. In some languages, jeans takes the plural form, but not in English. So if you want to use a singular noun, then you need to say a pair of jeans. Mistake number 32. I'm afraid from spiders. I'm afraid from spiders. The mistake here, the wrong use of the preposition. And the correct sentence is I'm afraid of spiders, not from. I'm afraid of spiders. So to be afraid of something or someone, not from something or someone. Mistake number 33. Why I going to the bank? I going to the bank. The mistake here, the omission of the verb be. So where is the verb be here in this sentence? So there is no verb be here in this sentence. So the correct sentence, I am going to the bank. So the present continuous. Many non-native speakers forget to use the verb be with the present continuous. A sentence constructed with a subject plus gerund does not exist in the English language. Mistake number 34. I am born in 1978. I am born in 1978. The mistake here, the tense error. So wrong use of the tense. So the correct sentence is I was born in 1978. I was born in 1978. So the use of the past tense, people are born in the past, to be born. Mistake number 35. I am 18 years. The mistake, unnatural English. So the correct sentence is I am 18 years old or I am 18. You don't say I am 18 years. I am 18 years old. Mistake number 36. While I was to the bank this morning, I saw your sister. While I was to the bank this morning, I saw your sister. The mistake, wrong use of the preposition. The correct sentence is, when I was at the bank this morning, I saw your sister. When I was at the bank this morning, I saw your sister. The verb to be is static, so cannot be used with preposition of movement to. To can only be used with an action verbs, that is, verbs of movement. Mistake number 37. I am very interested to photography. I am very interested to photography. Mistake here, the wrong use of preposition. So the correct sentence is I am very interested in photography. Not to, but in. I am very interested in photography. So to be interested in something or in someone. Remember, If you use a verb after to be interested in, use the gerund. In is a preposition, and all prepositions require that the verb which follows is in its gerund form. For example, I am interested in buying that old house. I am interested in buying that old house. Mistake number 38. She said me her name. She said me her name. She said me her name. The mistake here, there is no object pronoun after the verb say. Said in its past tense. So the correct sentence shall be, she told me her name, or she said her name was Jane or whatever. Mistake number 39. I am not used to live in the country. I am not used to live in the country. And the mistake here, the student has failed to use the gerund after the preposition to. So where is the gerund here after the preposition to? So the correct sentence, I am not used to living. I am not used to living in the country, not to live. To be used to plus gerund, so means you are not accustomed to life in the country. Mistake number 40. Please be quiet. I am trying to concentrate myself on this assignment. Please be quiet. I'm trying to concentrate myself on this assignment. The mistake here, erroneous use of the reflexive pronoun myself, which is not needed. So, and the correct sentence is, please be quiet. I'm trying to concentrate on this assignment. Concentrate on something or concentrate on someone. Mistake number 41. I have been to England last year. I have been to England last year. So, the mistake here, the use of the present perfect instead of the past simple. Last year is an indicator of finished past. And so, the correct sentence is, I went. I went. So, the simple past. I went to England last year, not the present perfect. Mistake number 42. If I would win the lottery, I would buy a house for my mother. If I would win the lottery, I would buy a house for my mother. Here the mistake, the double use of would when using the second conditional after the if clause. Do not use would. If plus past simple plus would plus infinitive without to. So, in affirmative, if I won the lottery, I would buy a house for my mother. In negative, if I didn't win the lottery, I wouldn't buy a house for my mother. In interrogative, if I won the lottery, would I buy a house for my mother? So, note, when forming the interrogative, remember to invert the auxiliary verb would with the subject. Mistake number 43. I phoned to my friend this morning. I phoned to my friend this morning. The mistake here, the use of the preposition to after the verb phone. It may be used in other languages, but not in English. So the correct sentence is, I phoned my friend I found my friend this morning, not to. We shall not say I found to. No, simply I found my friend this morning. Mistake number 44. I am calling you from yesterday. I am calling you. So I am calling is present continuous. Calling you from yesterday. Why didn't you answer to your phone? The mistake here, triple mistake, 3 mistakes. Wrong tense error, the use of the wrong preposition. 1. The use of from instead of since. 2. The use of preposition to when it is not required, so it's not necessary. And number 3, I'm calling you does not refer to any time in the past. So present continuous has nothing to do with the past. So when referring to actions in progress from the past until the present, use the present perfect continuous. Have, been, have plus been plus gerund from form of the main verb. So the correct answer or the correct sentence is I've been calling you. I've been calling you since yesterday. Why didn't you answer your phone? Mistake number 45. Martha is so intelligent girl. Martha is so intelligent girl. The mistake here, the use of so before an adjective to intensify it, but not with an adjective noun phrase. The correct sentence is Martha is so intelligent. If you want to include the noun after the adjective, in this case, girl, then you need to say Martha is such an intelligent girl. Martha is such an intelligent girl. Mistake number 46. So, excuse me, do you know where is the nearest bus stop? Excuse me, do you know where is the nearest bus stop? So the mistake here, do you know, is the question. And this is polite indirect speech. And so the verb be changes position and moves to the end. So the correct sentence is, do you know where the nearest bus stop is? With other verbs, do you know where does Mary live? It's wrong. So we shall say, do you know where Mary lives? So that is the right one. Remove the auxiliary verb because the clause where Mary lives is not the question. Do you know is the question. So the mistake number 47. I met Jill in the bus this morning. I met Jill in the bus this morning. And the mistake here, wrong use of the preposition. The correct sentence is I met Jill on the bus. On the bus. Say on the bus, on the train, on the plane, on the boat, on the bike, but in the car. Mistake number 48. Did you went to the party last week? Did you went to the party last week? The mistake, the use of the verb in the past tense when the auxiliary verb do takes the past tense in questions and negative and becomes did. So only use the past tense when in affirmative statements. For example, I went to the party last week. So the correct sentence is, did you go to the party last week? So mistake number 41. She lives near John. She lives near he. She lives near John. She lives near he. So the mistake here, the wrong use of a subject pronoun after the verb. So the use of a subject pronoun after the verb. So the correct sentence shall be, she lives near John. She lives near him, not he, near him. And the object pronoun him takes the place of the noun John, so used to avoid repetition. Mistake number 50. Look at my new bag I bought today. Do you like? So, look at my new bag I bought today. Do you like? So, mistake, you need to add an object pronoun that is what? So, the correct sentence, do you like it? So, it refers to the bag and is used to avoid repetition of the noun bag. Mistake number 51. Every day I go to work. So mistake, every day when writing as one word is an adjective which goes before a noun. It is used to describe a noun, and as all adjectives are, and it means ordinary, normal, and refers to something done routinely. So for example, he's just your average everyday guy. So he is an ordinary person. So the correct sentence is, every day I go to work. Not every day. Every day I go to work. Mistake number 52. Everybody laughed when Jim told a really fun joke. Everybody laughed when Jim told a really fun joke. The mistake here, the wrong adjective, fun, means enjoyable. The correct sentence, everybody laughed when John told a really funny joke. So example with fun, the birthday party was a lot of fun. Mistake number 52. An 18 years old boy was arrested yesterday. An 18 years old boy was arrested yesterday. So the mistake here, the adjective forms are never made plural. The adjective forms are never made plural. So the correct answer or the correct sentence is, an 18-year-old boy was arrested yesterday. So an 18-year-old is an adjective form which describes the boy. And the boy is 18 years old. This is correct. So the mistake number 53. I am agree with you. I am agree with you. And the mistake, agree is a verb and does not need the verb be. So the correct sentence, I agree with you. The present tense subject plus verb. So in formal written English, we can say, I am in agreement with you. I am in agreement with you. Mistake number 54. They now have a dog. They now have a dog. And so the mistake, wrong negative. So the correct sentence is, they don't have a dog. In the present tense, use the auxiliary verb do plus not, contracted form, do not to don't. do not or don't. So, mistake number 55. He don't have a lot of money. He don't have a lot of money. So, mistake here in the third person singular, do becomes does. In the negative, does not. Contracted in spoken English, doesn't. So the correct sentence is he doesn't have a lot of money. So the mistake number 56. I always write in my agenda at the end of each day. I always write in my agenda at the end of each day. So the mistake here, agenda is not the right words. So use agenda for a business schedule. And the correct sentence is, I always write in my diary at the end of each day. So you better use diary instead of agenda. So mistake number 57. We spent our holiday on a camping in the north of Scotland. And the mistake here, camping is the wrong noun. And the correct sentence is, we spent our holiday on a campsite in the north of Scotland. So when to use camping, we go camping every year. Camping can also be used as an adjective. For example, we take our camping equipment with us when we go camping. Mistake number 58. My father works like a teacher. My father works like a teacher. And mistake here, like a teacher, means that he works in the same way as a teacher, but he is not a teacher. And the correct sentence shall be, my father works as a teacher. My father works as, not like, as a teacher, means that my father is a teacher. Okay? So, let's move to the mistake number 59. I made a job interview yesterday. I made a job interview yesterday. So, the mistake here, the wrong verb. So, and the correct sentence, I had a job interview yesterday. I had a job interview yesterday. Mistake number 60. I ate lunch late today. I ate lunch late today. And the mistake, although the use of it is not entirely wrong, it is not natural English. So use the verb have to conjugate with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So the correct sentence is, I had lunch late today. The mistake number 61. Last night I had a dinner at my girlfriend's house. Last night I had a dinner at my girlfriend's house. So the mistake, don't use articles before breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So the correct sentence is, I had dinner at my girlfriend's house. I had dinner at my girlfriend's house. So, mistake number 62. My sister is more tall than me. My sister is more tall than me. And the mistake here, the use of the adjective plus er, when the adjective has one syllable. So the correct sentence here, my sister is taller than me, not tall, taller. So we adjective plus er. So my sister is taller than me. Mistake number 63. My father's car was expensive than mine. My father's car was expensive than mine. The mistake here, use more before adjectives. So use more before adjectives with 2 syllables or more. So, and the correct sentence is, my father's car was more expensive than mine. My father's car was more expensive than mine. Mistake number 64. The city is noisier than the country. The city is noisier than the country. And the mistake, the adjectives that end in Y lose the Y and are replaced with I plus ER. So the adjectives that end in Y, like noisy, lose the Y and are replaced with I plus ER. So the correct sentence is, the city is noisier than the country. Mistake number 65. My mother gave me a new receipt for a delicious chocolate cake. My mother gave me a new receipt for a delicious chocolate cake. So, the mistake here, the wrong noun, receipt. When you pay for something, the cashier gives you a receipt. And so, the correct sentence is, my mother gave me a new receipt for a delicious chocolate cake. So there is a difference between receipt and receipt. Okay, so receipt means instructions to follow when you cook. Mistake number 66. My doctor gave me a receipt for antibiotics, but the chemist is closed. I will get them tomorrow morning. So the mistake here is the wrong word receipt. So the correct sentence, my doctor gave me a prescription for antibiotics, but then the chemist is closed. I'll get them tomorrow morning. Mistake number 67. I travel with the train every morning. And the mistake here, wrong preposition and defines article when it is not needed. So the correction, I travel by train every morning. I travel by train every morning. And the use here, the use of by for means of transport, by car, by bus, by boat, but on foot. Mistake number 68. It doesn't depend from me. You need to ask you need to ask my boss. It doesn't depend from me. You need to ask my boss. So the mistake here, the wrong preposition. So the correct sentence is, it doesn't depend on me. You need to ask my boss. It doesn't depend on me. You need to ask my boss. The mistake number 69. The weather is different than what was yesterday. The weather is different than what it was yesterday. I will repeat again. The weather is different than what was yesterday. So the mistake here, the use of than after different. So use than only with comparative adjective. And the correct sentence here, the weather is different from what it was yesterday. The weather is different from what it was yesterday. Mistake number 70. Jane is married with Paul. Jane is married with Paul. The mistake, the wrong preposition. The correct sentence is, Jane is married to Paul. Jane is married to Paul. Mistake number 71. I spent the money I got for my birthday for a new bicycle. I spent the money I got for my birthday for a new bicycle. The mistake here, wrong preposition. The correct sentence, I spent the money I got for my birthday on a new bicycle. You spend money on something or someone. Mistake number 72. I am thinking to go to London to perfect my English. I am thinking to go to London to perfect my English. The mistake, the use of the infinitive after the verb think instead of preposition plus gerund. And the correct sentence is I am thinking of going to London to perfect my English. I am thinking of going. Not I am thinking to go. I am thinking of going to London to perfect my English. Mistake number 73. My grandfather always gave me very good advices. My grandfather always gave me very good advices. The mistake, advice is an uncountable noun. An uncountable noun. So cannot be made plural. And the correct sentence is my grandfather always gave me useful advice. Mistake number 74. Henry and Hannah found themselves several times a day. Henry and Hannah found themselves several times a day. So the mistake here, the use of reflexive pronoun instead of each other. The above erroneous sentence means that Henry founds Henry and Hannah founds Hannah. Illogical, so it can't be. So the correct sentence should be Henry and Hannah found each other several times a day. So here the meaning is logical and clear. So Henry found Hannah and Hannah found Henry. So they found each other. Mistake number 75. Geoffrey is more intelligent compared to his brother. Geoffrey is more intelligent compared to his brother. The mistake, after the comparative adjective, use than. After the comparative adjective, use than. So the correct sentence is Geoffrey is more intelligent than his brother. Mistake number 76. We go to cinema twice a week. We go to cinema twice a week. Mistake here, the definite article the is required before cinema. And so the correct sentence is we go to the cinema twice a week. We go to the cinema twice a week. Mistake number 77. Either Bob or John are going to mend man's washing machine. Either Bob or John are going to mend mom's washing machine. So the mistake here, either means or one or the other. So a singular verb must follow. So the correct sentence, either Bob or John is going to mend mom's washing machine. Mistake number 78. Dad is of a bad mood today, so it's better to avoid him. Dad is of a bad mood today, so it's better to avoid him. So the mistake, wrong preposition. The correct sentence shall be Dad is in a bad mood today, so it's better to avoid him. To be in a good mood or to be in a bad mood. So that's shall be the sentence. Mistake number 79. Where do you are from? Where do you are from? The mistake do and be are not used together. So they are both auxiliary verbs and only one of the two can be used to form a question. So the correct sentence, where do you come from? Where are you from? And so use do to help the verb come. Use the verb be in the above example or when there is no verb to help. Mistake number 80. He likes a lot English. He likes a lot English. So the mistake, wrong word order. So the order of the words here is wrong. So, and the correct sentence is he likes English a lot. He likes English a lot. So the use of subject plus verb plus object plus extra information. So here I come to end my first part of my video concerning the advanced mistake that non-native speakers make. So I will have to do another video to end the other 20 mistakes. Please subscribe in my channel and put any useful comment so we can help each other to improve other students to better perfect their English. Thank you for your time. I'm always here to help you. Bye.